Behind me here is my 2002 BMW E46 that I've been building over the last 2 years. And next to me here we have everything we're going to need to take our interior from looking like this to looking like this. So in this pile of parts we have some 4-point harnesses, some Ghetto Works bucket seats, a Cooler Works short shifter, a brand new black dash, and finally a bunch of mounting hardware. So I think the best place to start is probably going to be to mount these harnesses to our roll cage. And to help secure these in place, I've also picked up some harness guides, but we'll get to installing them a little bit later. Right, so I forgot to turn on my microphone here, but during this clip I was teaching myself how to secure the shoulder straps to the actual roll cage itself. And we did finally manage to get it after a good few attempts, admittedly. But back to present Ethan. Both of the main shoulder harnesses are now in position, secured onto the cage. We do have some sort of supports which hold these in position, but I want to make sure it lines up perfectly on the seat before I zip tie them on. The next thing we have to do is connect these little lap straps. Now this is only a 4-point harness, as I didn't want to go super extreme. This is mainly going to be a road car, so I didn't want to be bolted in from every direction. It's just a bit of a hassle. So we've got some eyelet bolts, right? Excuse the rusty nuts, these will be changed out. We have some little holes here so that we can mount this to the seat bracket, which is mounted to the floor. Now, I'm pretty sure that's what that hole is for, right? If it's not, do let me know. But we're now going to get these mounted onto the seats, and then we can put the seats into the car. Before we go ahead and do that, this seat right here is on its mounting bracket, slightly wonky compared to this one. This one's straight, that one's on the wonk. See, like, I don't know how I messed this up. So look at where this bolt hole is, yeah? And then look at where this bolt hole is. I don't know how I've messed up that badly. This needs to come across massively and go into that one. But I'm going to quickly fix this seat, and then we can move on. Just like that. It is identical on both of them, all sorted. So let's get these eye bolts bolted into position. And a washer on the other side. Now, if you're wondering why this seat comes across a little bit darker than that one, see, this has been in the car for a while and it's soaking wet. Mainly because, let me show you, the window regulators are gone and they're just stuck open. I can't put a battery in it because it starts setting off so many things. That's the reason why these started going down initially. I plugged the battery in to test my air cups up here and all the windows started playing about and everything just started going crazy. Now, I am a cleaner full time, so I do have like wet vacs and stuff like that, so I'll be able to do this. Also, I don't know if you can see this, I tried to brush it off a little bit. Everything just started to mold, bro. The UK is so ass for building cars outside. We need a unit this year, 100%. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get these seats into the car. You are not ready for this. This looks insane. Let me just stop talking and show you. So yes, lads, I don't know about you, but this looks nuts to me. I just think it looks sick, man. Obviously, I'm not going to bolt in the seats just yet, as we are going to have to put our dash in, and also so that we can quickly put these cable ties on here and make sure that these are fully seated in the correct position. But nah, it looks sick. Proper gas with that, and I think this is the coolest thing. Look, say you're done in the whip. Boom. Look at that. Nuts. So these are our top quality harness guides. I mean, look at this. I'm going to quickly do this off camera as it's going to be a little bit fiddly, but I will show you as soon as I'm done. Lads, I've once again proven myself to be a brain dead fool. I only ordered enough things for one side. I must be bugging because I swore I ordered more, so I'm going to have to come back next week and just do that, but it's not a big deal. Obviously, I'm going to be cutting these cable ties. I'm not just going to leave them like that. They are held in position, do not move either way. Perfect little bits of kit, and they're only like £4 each, I'm pretty sure. I guess the next thing that we should do is probably fit our shifter again, because I'm just sat here thinking about our dash. Would it be smarter to fit this afterwards or before? Plan of action. Take the bucket seats back out, mock the dash up, and then fit the shifter. So let's take this out real quick. I just can't wait to see how this looks, you know. Look at this interior, it's actually insane. I'm just so gassed for the day where I'm going to be sat here steering some sort of like racing wheel, absolutely flying down the road, flame shooting out the hood. I don't know, definitely need to get a wide angle lens because it's quite hard to show you everything. Now, the Cooler Works shifter I did just try and fit, but as I've seen many people say online, you need to make like a little cut here to sort of make space for it, only like a small one, just to give it that extra bit of clearance. And as we're here right now, it's getting dark, you know, I don't really have time for much else before I lose light. Let me quickly just tell you what's left to do on the inside of this car. We've got steering wheel, heads up display, door cards, rear door cards, fire the fuel cell at the back, and also like, you know, all the tiny little trim pieces down here. That's basically it. So the very final thing that I want to sort out today is all of these lines running up to our engine bay. If you look down here, obviously we've got our 2 brake lines in white, and we've got our return fuel line, which runs straight to the fuel tank. But this hose here is our feed line, which under there runs through a fuel filter. You should just be able to see that blue bit of tape around the line down there. That's where we've got to cut this, put some connectors on, pass it through the fuel filter, and then it can run through this last bracket down here, and then we can sort out the engine bay. So here's the hose from underneath the car, and if we leverage the back of my work van, I actually have a little wooden bench which is sort of like drilled to the chassis. So this should help us to get these fittings onto the line. I can't remember exactly how to do this, so I'm just going to try and wing it, because the last time I did this, hell. The hose connector, it's got 3 pieces. It's got the bit which slides in here. You've got this little metal piece which you've got to push in, and then you got this which obviously binds it all together. Hell yeah. That's a good start, boys. I don't want to jinx it, but that's a good start. Alright, now we've got to push this little metal thing into this. Push this into here, which should be fine as we've already lubed it up. Now what we do want to do is lube these threads, because this is where it gets difficult. Beautiful. Now that we've got our 2 lines made up, I'm going to go chuck them underneath the car. Hello lads, don't mind this angle, we're currently underneath the car. Here is our filter. We've got one hose here running out towards this bracket and out into the engine bay. And the first line that we did is here running back to the fuel tank. I've tried to do as much as I possibly could this weekend. It's just not enough time, man. There's not enough time in the day, especially this time of year. It just gets dark immediately. Like, we are literally, it's about to go black. I give it probably like 15 minutes, so it's going to be pitch black out here. Let me see if I can actually get into this seat. This is going to be absolutely mental, man. This is funny. No, this is sick, bro. I'm like strapped in. I feel like I'm about to go on a roller coaster. I just wish I had a steering wheel right now. Yeah, man, this is going to be such a sick car. I'm glad that I've gone the most extreme version as I can, just to experience that sort of car. But at the same time, it's just so long and so expensive. I'm sure this is probably going to be the most uncomfortable thing to drive. Like, my back's already low-key hurting sitting in this chair. I'm getting old. At the age of 22, ready for retirement. I do keep saying that. Anyway, oh mate, just look at that view. Oh, sorry boys, my camera has literally just died on me. I think seeing the interior coming together is starting to give me like a bit of hope. Like, we're almost there. Don't get me wrong, we haven't even touched the exterior yet. Oh, there's so much to do building a car like this, but it's going to be totally worth it. Just the experience of driving down the road, and just, it's not even the thought of, wait, it is, yeah. Nah, people looking will be sick. I don't even want to lie, like. Going for a drive, somebody hops in the car and they look behind you and they just see that. What even is that? Even I don't know. Obviously I know what it is, but like, looking at that is crazy. You've got no movement at all, bro. And I know that's going to be a pain, because look, my door's there. I can't even reach my door. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Yeah, I hope this YouTube video has been alright. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting into it, so I don't really know. I haven't planned any videos or anything like that. I'm not really scripting, or I'm just kind of going with the flow and trying to mash out as much work as I do. I always set myself way too much to do. Like, today I had a list of filming like 6 short form videos. I think I filmed 2. And if you haven't seen the last 2 years of work on this car, like, to get it to where it is now, and you do want to see that, please feel free to watch. Like, I've recorded it all in short form. TikTok, Instagram, well, not TikTok if you're in America. That's a bit fucked up, but we won't get into that. Yeah, it's all on YouTube Shorts on here, but it's more on YouTube Shorts. It's shortened because a short needs to be under a minute, but some of my videos can be like 2-3 minutes long on Instagram or whatever. So the best place to watch it is actually Insta. One more really cool thing that I'm just going to show you before I wrap up the video, right? You see this wire here, yeah? This looks like an explosive device, bro. Look. This is actually for our air cups at the front. So I'm thinking if I can wire this like here, right? What I've got to do is go and then like press that. I'm sure you can like pop this out and try and like make something to hold this in place, and then that way all I've got to do is open this little ashtray, press that button, car will rise, and then we can clear speed bumps and that. So these seats, right, they came in regular or large, and I'm thinking to myself like, damn, like I'm pretty small, like I'm like 5'9" with a pair of shoes on. No, I'm like, I claim 5'10" with shoes, and I'm not like obese. I'm a little bit on the larger side at the moment. Oh, mate, I just waffle so much, bro. I just need to wrap this video up. Basically, I feel like I'm sitting in a child's seat. I'm just clearly bigger than I thought I was. But how sick is this though? This is definitely the coolest feature. You know, I didn't do it the whole way. Anyways, boys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I do urge you to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, show a brother some love, you know, or a sister. Fuck, you know, I need a trim. Treacherous times for the old barnet. Anyways, oh, fucking hell, I just keep making it look worse.